guys, welcome back to my channel. Still feels weird to say, but we're just rolling with it. Today we are going to be doing something that I haven't done before. I guess it's kind of like an unboxing review. So a long time ago, back when I got my stimulus check from the government, I bought myself some really nice linen sheets. I had been researching a lot on different sheets types and where to buy from. I had kind of decided on linen because I get really warm when I sleep and they're so light and just breathable that was kind of the way that I wanted to go. And then once I decided on linen, there was like a bajillion different places to get it. And so I was looking at a lot of them, trying to read a lot of reviews. I'm a researcher, what can I say? And eventually I settled on Bed Threads, which is from Australia. I will link them down below. It's like a smaller company, but they're getting really popular. They have a really beautiful Instagram feed, which if I can figure it out, I'll put here. And if I can't, I'll just edit that out. Anyways, they have a beautiful Instagram feed. I was like falling in love with the colors that they had. And they basically, they got me. They got me. I was reading reviews. Most of them were really good. They had good customer service. I had money. So I was like, yeah, might as well stimulate the economy and buy from Australia instead of America. Anyways, they were already sold out. So I pre-ordered for the next like round of sheets that they would get done, which were supposed to come in June. Due to COVID, there was a lot of flight delays, so we just got our sheets this last week. I'm not gonna lie, this box, well, one, it's not a very pretty box. I don't care about that. I did open it already. I was too excited. But we're gonna relive that moment and pretend that like I haven't, okay? So, let's unbox. Ooh, cut the tape. Ooh. So you open it up. Oh. And right on the box it says, "We're happy to see you too. Share your bed threads with us." And then has their Instagram at Bed Threads. And then look, okay, so here's a little thank you card with a discount code, and it just tells you about it, how to wash it, and that it gets softer with time, softening every time we wash it. So that's exciting. And then that's just what I ordered. So as you can see, they ship all their stuff in these cute little bags. I'm just gonna, I don't need that anymore. So I got 2 pillowcases in one color and then a whole sheet set in another color. These are the Petrol. I will take them out now. Yes, these are the pillowcases I'd already taken out and felt. They're pretty, I'm surprised by how soft they are. So we ordered another set of linen sheets for our wedding registry off of Amazon. And when we got them, they were kind of scratchy. So I was really nervous about how these would feel when I got them, but they are already feeling way softer than the ones we got on Amazon. Obviously right now we have like a brushed microfiber cotton type sheet, so it's hard to be softer than that really, but I'm really impressed with how soft they are, and I haven't washed these at all yet, so I have to do that. This is the Petrol color. I thought it was going to be a little bit bluer rather than green, so I'm a little worried how that's going to work with the rust. I don't want it to be too Christmassy, but I loved this color online. I love blue greens. Like I'm a sucker. Blue and green are like my 2 favorite colors. So anyways, this was my color choice. Sam and I both agreed on the rust, which we will actually be opening together to see what it looks like. You can see it's kind of orangey. So I don't know, they might clash a little bit, but I also kind of like it. I was going for a really warm terracotta feeling, so though terracotta was like a lighter color. And if it doesn't look good, well, We could always return it, right? Right, send it back to Australia. Right. I have no idea. Ugh. Ooh, look at this. Okay. Tell me if these are terrible together or kind of great together. I kind of like it. I think it feels really earthy. Anyways, this is a terracotta. I think this will change this room dramatically. So in it we have 2 pillowcases. We have 4 pillows for our bed, and I like having a pillow that's not the same as the comforter to kind of break it up and really change the look. The flat sheet, won't need that really. And then you should also have our duvet cover. I thought it came with a fitted sheet as well. This will be nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get these washed and give you guys an update on how they feel and what Sam thinks later.
Eventually.
Willow, do you want to come sit with me? There you go. Hi guys, welcome back. Well, I shouldn't say welcome back. It's been like a second for you if you've been watching this whole review. Anyways, it's been about a month since we switched our sheets over to the ones we got from Bed Threads, and I really just wanted to come back and talk about how it's been in that last month and give you a really in-depth review of what we think of them. So to start with, I want to talk about their softness. Obviously, from the first part of the video, you know that this was really important to me and a huge factor in picking out our sheets. Sam loves super soft sheets. He loves the microfiber or the flannel. I get way too hot in both of those, but that's fine. When we first pulled them out of the bag, they definitely were not as soft as our other sheets. 1 month later, I can definitely say they are softer than they used to be. Of course, that was something that we already talked about, that they'll get softer with each wash. So I guess we're looking forward to that. We now wash our sheets like every week, like you're supposed to, apparently. I learned something new, and it's really helped. I almost never find them scratchy. There was one night where I couldn't fall asleep, and so basically any texture on my skin just didn't feel super great, but that's only happened one time for me. Sam hasn't complained about it at all, so we're going to give the softness a 7 out of 10. I like to leave lots of room for improvement because I know they will get better the more we use them. Next, we want to talk about breathability. As I said, I get hot when I sleep. I needed something light that will help keep me cool. I think this comforter has been doing a way better job than our old one. The con is I still wake up super warm. I don't necessarily think it's all the sheets' fault. It's just how my body is, you know. I'm a warm sleeper, not a lot you can do. But yeah, otherwise they've been great so far. I like them. I like them a lot. So for breathability, I also give it a 7 out of 10. Room for improvement, but still very good. Next, something that you might remember from the first part of the video is the colors. So of course, when I opened them up, they weren't exactly the colors that I was thinking we were going to get, but I have grown to really like the pairing together. You can see them here. So once again, here we have the rust orange. You can see I'm using just regular daylight in our bedroom to show you this. This looks really true to form from what I can tell. And then here's the Petrol. There we go. I think that's close. Definitely a little bit greener. Once again, you know, was expecting a little bit different when I first got it, but I have decided this Petrol color is one of my new favorite colors. I love this light green tint to it, and I think it's just a great color. I really like how they pair together. I think it makes our bedroom feel really earthy and warm and inviting, which when you have these beautiful walls and basically nothing to hang on them, this really helps warm the place up, having such a vibrant, homey color, earthy color. I don't know. I'm not a designer, so don't take my advice, basically. But I really like it. I think it's been a great addition. So for colors, they're so vibrant. They haven't lost any like color, you know. I think they're still as vibrant as they were when we took them out of the packaging. I'm giving their colors 9 out of 10. I adore them. Next, I want to quickly touch on durability. I give their durability 9 out of 10 also. So far, we've been washing our sheets and pillowcases at like once a week, and we haven't had any issues. Nothing's come undone or frayed. They've been really, really solid in terms of that. I do feel like the quality is going to last, which is great because they're not like cheap sheets, you know. For the price we paid, we want them to be able to last for a while. A long while. The longer the better. So the high durability makes me feel very confident in the product we purchased. Okay, number 5 that we want to touch on is cleaning, cleanability, ability to be made like new. I've already touched on how often we wash them. They have an entire blog post dedicated to washing their linens, which I thought was a great resource. Yeah, because I read it. I'm kind of nerdy. I will say my con for their washing is they're supposed to be pretty specific. You're supposed to line dry them, wash with like colors, do all those things. Obviously, as a young adult living in an apartment, we're not supposed to hang things on our balcony to dry, so we don't really have the space to line dry them. So I wash them in the washing machine with their clothes, just completely on cool, cold, you know, no heat basically, and then I tumble dry them. And then if they're still a little damp after they come out of the dryer, then I'll hang them on our chairs, but they've held up really well considering I'm technically not washing them properly. So for cleaning, I only give them an 8 out of 10, but that's just because there's a little bit more specifications than I would usually like to pay attention to. But on the bright side, we have not had any issues with colors bleeding or anything like that, which is really exciting. One other thing to note, if you wash it in your dryer, literally so much lint. I don't know if it's just because of the fabric and material that happens, but every time there's so much lint. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm assuming that means that the fabric is breaking down and that's how it becomes softer over time. But I was just really surprised the first couple times I washed it. I thought, oh, the first time, that seems normal. The second time I was a little bit worried, but now I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then lastly, I want to talk about a couple of the little details that maybe aren't really like selling points or important things to other people, but I just wanted to make sure they were mentioned also. So for details overall, I gave it an 8 out of 10. So a couple things. This material, if you can't tell just by seeing it right now, it wrinkles really easily. I actually kind of like it. I like how it gives it a little bit more texture, makes it a little bit more dimensional rather than just being a flat sheet. So for me, that is a plus rather than a minus, but some people are really against wrinkles, and that would be something you have to look out for then. I am like the wrinkle queen. So it's not a big deal to me. One other thing is on our old duvet cover, it had a zipper where for inserting and taking, you know what I mean. It had a zipper. This one has buttons. It's a little bit less convenient and time consuming just because obviously a zipper is so fast. I make Sam help me put the duvet cover back on after we wash it, so it isn't really a problem. It is a little weird because I think they're supposed to be buttoned a specific way, so you don't really notice the button. Here's a quick note on the buttons. You can see this one Sam did. He just buttoned them regular. But if you take the time, they are made so that it folds in to create a flat seam. And you can't see any. Sorry for the socks. And Sam doesn't do that, and I do. But it's such a little detail, I don't think anyone would notice. It is something to think of though when you're purchasing, because maybe it's just you and then it's really inconvenient to have to do all those buttons by yourself. One other really cool detail, and this plays into the buttons, is the pillowcases. So maybe this is a normal thing now and I just am not in the know about it. But so you have your normal edge on a pillowcase, but the second edge wraps around your pillow. So here's the pillow. This goes around it so you don't even see it. Look at that. So from the back, it looks a little bit strange because you're like, oh, it's tucked in. But the front, you're like, oh, it's normal. But you don't see any kind of pillow. And I thought that that was super neat. I hadn't seen that before. It doesn't work as well on our Petrol ones, but that's just because those pillows are really squishy, because I like squishy pillows. Sam likes a little bit firmer pillows, so that's why, yeah. So that is a super, super cool detail that I hadn't ever seen before and thought it was so nifty and really shows how much thought they put into their products. My one big con on their products is, at least on our set, the corners inside the duvet cover don't have any ties to keep your comforter where it's supposed to be. Of course, this might not be a big deal. Our comforter, our inside comforter is sized up, so it's a little supposed to be fluffy in a little bunchy places, so it doesn't really matter. But if it was the correct size, I think that would bother me a lot more, because you don't want your duvet all on one side and not in that corner, you know. Anyways, I feel like I've just been talking forever. That is my review of our bed threads sheets. I did not say this earlier, and I just wanted to point it out that this was in no way sponsored. I purchased these sheets myself with my stimulus money. They didn't ask me to do this. It's just, I like reading reviews. I like watching reviews. I think they're really important, so I wanted to help the next person. This was not like the biggest thing we've purchased since we moved into an apartment together, because we needed to get a couch, but it was one of our larger purchases, so having that kind of reassurance was really important to me, and I figured it would be for someone else. Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, no, I'm gonna get this right someday. Like, subscribe, and comment down below anything you'd like me to do, try, or review next time. Anyways, I'm Miley, and feel free to watch me every Thursday. Oh my gosh, look at how cute our dog is. That's my dog Willow. She's so cute. She's just relaxed. I wish she was always relaxed. Okay, thanks. See you guys next time.